and there was a quote from them like, there's a lot of building games, but ours does it best. And like, that's what everybody says. So it's clearly they're trying to capitalize on zombies and the success of State of Decay, the success of DayZ. I don't know. I think it's going to have to be really focused in order to capture my attention, because if it's just like, go build stuff and survive waves of zombies, that sounds pretty...
I've played that already.
Yeah, I've played that like 152 times. Did you see the trailer for Fortnite, the gameplay for Fortnite?
I haven't yet. What's
okay,
that?
so Fortnite was Epic's game that they've been talking about for ages, and it was supposed to be the first Unreal Engine 4 game, and they finally revealed gameplay. Like, it was rumored that this got canceled or it was not, a thing, but just yesterday there was gameplay revealed, and it's for PC, it's free to play.
Okay. And
it kind of has a Team Fortress aesthetic to it, but you're going around, and again, kind of a similar thing. You're collecting resources, building structures, and then ever so often this storm hits, and it brings forth all these like demon, monster, zombie type creatures. Okay. And it sounds a lot like they're trying to bring like a shooter to Minecraft type mix, because they were talking about you can build your base, your friends can build their base, you could try and connect them together, you can venture out and build little strongholds along the way so you can continue to go out and gather resources. It sounds pretty interesting. My issue with this is like, if there's no structure, if it's just like go build stuff and survive, that's not my
it's not your cup of tea, is it?
No. And I mean, are you into those kind of games where there's no real rules? It's just kind of like, do your thing.
The initial DayZ mod, fuck's sake. The DayZ mod I was pretty big into, and I did. If you're like a decent friend base and you can play it properly, and it is fun initially, but there was so many bugs and stuff in that game. I think it has potential for me to get into it, but it's that initial thing. I tried to play Rust and I couldn't get into it. It's like I had a rock and I was hitting stuff, and then I was like, what the hell is this game? And I got killed.
It seemed to require a ton of time too.
Yeah.
Like, of just focusing on that, to learn it, to build a community, to really get involved. I mean, Fortnite looks really cool. I'm intrigued just because it's really pretty and looks very crisp. And like the structures they were building, it's not just like put a block here. Like your dude is using this, I don't know, mind laser to build like bars and iron walls, and like it looks pretty cool. I just don't know, like, I mean, if me and you were going to play this, right, we'd have to set a chunk of time that was significant. It's not like, oh, do a round in 15 minutes. We'd have to set up, gathering resources, building a base, and that's going to take hours of time. And I don't know, for the kind of gamer I am, that stuff just typically doesn't work for me.
Yeah, it needs something you can just jump into and enjoy, I guess.
That's what I want. I paid my money. I want my enjoyment. You're not going to be paying for that. It's free to play, which I think is interesting.
Is this done by Epic, the guys that done like Gears of War? Is that the game?
Yeah, the Unreal Gears of War guys. Yeah, it's they're clearly stepping away from Gears of War. They sold it off to Microsoft, so I'm guessing they're going to start going down this more indie-ish route, which is it's such a. I love indie games to death. I really do. Like Bastion, you remember that game, the Xbox Live Arcade?
I didn't play it, but I've seen it. A lot
of people loved it, and their new game Transistor comes out May 20th. So there's another drought game, and I played that at PAX East last year, so like a full 12 months ago, and I really liked it, but I can't get excited because I feel like there's so many indie games released like every week now. I don't know. It just like, it kind of dilutes it when you have like this special thing like, ooh, we're getting Mark of the Ninja, or ooh, we're getting Don't Starve, or oh, we're getting, I don't know, Shadow Complex. There was much more of an intrigue there. Braid, like every once in a while, Limbo. But now that it's like
constantly,
every week.
I mean, you go on Steam, it's like every freaking day now. It's literally every day there's like 4 new games coming out, and they're all like indie games that we've played before, but slightly different variations of them, and
and the devs are getting. Yeah, the devs are getting good where like they all have cool art styles, they all have cool concepts, but they're limited, and like it's almost how my time with my iPhone went. When I first got the iPhone, I was so excited about the games. I would play all these different apps and have so much fun with these bite-sized experiences. But after a while, it's like I've had so many of these bite-sized experiences, my stomach is so freaking full of them, like I don't even want to deal with them anymore, because I know it's just going to be a rehash or another quick thing, and I'm looking for something more significant to grab my attention, like a Last of Us or like a Dark Souls. And I almost wonder if indies are going to sort of eat themselves up by being too big.
too much
or
out there almost.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like Flappy Birds, for example, that got really big really quickly, and then everyone just like rehashes the same game like 50 times. Now it's just like, oh, come on.
And it's just, to me, it's so much more special when it's like, oh, we're getting this really cool, unique game every once in a while, rather than like, did you check out this indie? And did you check out this indie? And oh, the indie booth is so huge. Like, so awesome that so many people are getting into development and making games